Very timely November tip for you, thinking about the foundation of empathy, which is theory of mind. Theory of mind is a psychological construct, meaning like a way of imagining the world or understanding the world in which we have the ability to imagine what other people are thinking and feeling. So, theory of mind is the ability to imagine what other people are thinking and feeling. And it's the foundation of empathy because it is where we say, you might think or believe or like something that is not the same thing as what I think or believe or like or want or value, right? So, we accept the idea that people might have different interests from us. And the reason this is relevant in our business writing is because we need to be able to imagine what other people care about in order to write messages that are going to connect with them and get them to take action. So it's not just the foundation of empathy, it's the foundation of persuasion. If I don't understand what you want, then I can't convince you to do anything. If I do understand a little bit about what you want, then I can build on that to encourage you to do something that I want you to do. When we're thinking about theory of mind in terms of our business writing, it becomes really important for us to visualize and imagine what that other person cares about so that we can tailor our message for that audience. And that's really what our tip is about this month, is that theory of mind, exercising your theory of mind, especially when you're sitting in front of your computer, looking at your computer screen, can be really difficult. It's hard to imagine the people who are on the other end that you're going to be sending it to. And we're much more likely to get stuck in our own thoughts. What am I trying to say? What do I want? How do I want this to come out? How do I want to be perceived? When a good message in business is going to think about and highlight the other person. What do they care about? What do they want? What motivates them? How can I build on what I know about them to get them to do the thing that I want them to do? So as you are writing, try to imagine that other person. And if you're writing to a group, pick one person. Usually you want to pick the person who you know the least, who has the most power, because those are the two things that change the way that we talk to people. So when we don't know people, we talk to them in a slightly more formal way, we enunciate more, we change the pitch of our voice. When we're writing, when we're writing to people who we don't know very well, we use a vocabulary that we think is accessible, that most people are going to understand. We use sentence structures that are generally simpler to ensure that level of understanding. So we change a lot of things about our language based on what we know about people. Target the person you know the least, who has the most decision-making power, and visualize them as you are writing. Think about, what do they care about? What do they want? What would make them act? What kind of language will show that I care about them? And when you're doing that visualization, you're activating your mirror neurons, which I love to talk about. Mirror neurons are the thing that allows us to connect with other people, to feel that we are in tune with them or in sync with them, so that when you're having lunch with a friend, they lean in and you lean in. They rest their chin in their hand and you do the same, right? They cross their legs, you cross your legs. That kind of mirroring is because we're feeling very connected through our mirror neurons. So I want you to practice turning on your mirror neurons when you are writing so that you can feel connected to your audience and then better motivate them to do the things that you want them to do at work. Hope this tip is helpful.